How's it going, Chris? It's great to get you on the podcast. I looked back because, I just kind of fly by, the seat of my pants with my calendar at this point, and I looked back and I was like, man, when did we start talking about this thing? It was like in September, and we're finally on in November. I'm already like wrapping up my year trying to figure out like, all right, who do I really want to talk to, November and December, because I typically don't record anything in November and December.
Yeah, I am the same way. I try to, I can't tell you how many guests have tried to reschedule once November, December. Oh, this family thing came up, so I'm the same way. I
Yeah.
try to get my year wrapped up by the end of October, and anything in November and December is just a bonus.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I try to, because I have such a crazy schedule. I try to just like take off a month or two from like some of my, side work that I'm doing, right? Like, unfortunately, I can't take like 2 months off from my 9 to 5, but at least like from the podcast, all that content will be already recorded, and my course creation, book writing, all that stuff will be like on pause, for a month or two, which will be nice, like for a change, because it's like I also kind of do this to myself, I guess, because like once my kids are home from school, from daycare, like I'm with them until they're up, until they're down. I'm not work stressing or anything like that. If someone calls me from work, like I even told my boss, I was like, let me be very clear. If you call me after work hours, it better be something that I'm the only person in this company can solve it. Like if someone else can solve it, I'm hanging up on you, just to be clear.
Yeah, and these days, I think particularly since COVID, this kind of work-life balance is totally blended with work from home. When does work really end? When does, family start? It's a little blurry these days.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you have to have that clear delineation, for yourself. But now, it's crazy because I started my career going into the office, just not even thinking about it. I mean, I'm based out of Chicago. So I live downtown Chicago, and going into the office wasn't that big of a deal. Typically, it's a bus or a train ride away. But now I'm out in the suburbs. I have a house, right? I'm 45 minutes away from the loop with no traffic, which never happens, right? And then for someone to like have me go into the office, that is such a hard sell. I never expected it to be that hard of a sell, but now it's like, well, why would I go work for you for 50K more a year when like I get to be home, I get to do my podcast, I get to be home when my kids are home, like I get to take them to daycare. Like, why would I ever go in? And that's something that like I feel like companies fail to understand, where it's like the benefits like are in my corner in this situation, and I don't know. Seeing work from home go away like it is, it's frustrating because it's like, can't you guys understand this? Like I'm doing the same amount of work, if not more for you.
And that's like most of the people that I've talked to who went from fully in the office to fully at home are like, I get so much more done when I'm at home. Now there's some people that are like, I can't focus. I can't wait to go back into the office. And for those people, go for it, go back into the office. But other people are like, there's not 16 people walking by my office every day interrupting me. I can, when I want to get 2 hours of uninterrupted work done, I can do it at home.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, that is such a good point. Like, because in the office, like I'm talking to other people, and devs are coming up complaining to me about stuff that I'm forcing them to do, and now I have to argue in person rather than over camera. Like it's a totally different situation. I'm not like trying to be argumentative, I guess, with them,
Yeah.
but that's it's the nature of security work at this point.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, why don't you tell me how you got started in IT and just cybersecurity overall, right? Because you created maybe the most popular application or website that basically any analyst and every analyst, will use every day of the week, which like a lot of people don't even realize it. I feel like I had no clue who the creator was or anything. I was just, I had that website open constantly. I mean, it was every day when I got started.
And it's kind of funny for the first probably 15 years, I actually, not that I avoided having my name associated with it, but there was nothing on the website pointing towards me as an individual
Yeah.
for probably at least the first 15 years, because I was just like, well, I'm not risk. Well, yeah, I'm risk averse, but just didn't want to be the public face of something. It was just let this thing be its own thing and let me not be involved with it in that sense. So I think it was 19, oh gosh, I'm going to date myself, 1999. I was working for an online, not online mail order catalog company. We're just starting to the early days of the internet, and our marketing department would work on the catalog, and then they would FedEx a hard drive with the catalog on it to the printer, and the printer was finally like, hey, we're going to start doing this online. We want you to upload your catalog, and we need you to access our FTP site. We're going to poke a hole in it. We need to know your IP address. And everyone went, huh? What's that? And in those days, like inside your network, you wouldn't even know what your public IP